Alright, grade 9s, I hope you enjoyed that interactive, break the fake kind of lesson thing you guys went through on the computer. Interactive in the sense that I was going to show you just a video from YouTube, but it was like an hour and a bit long. I thought you'd probably get bored with that. So this one's a little bit more interactive. You actually have to press buttons and hit next and do some stuff, so that's good. So now that you're done, I want you to do a quiz. Sorry, I'm just readjusting my chair. There's a quiz on Break the Fake, and you're going to do it, and what I want you to do is to employ some of the tools that you've learned from watching this video, and I'm going to show you, I printed out, didn't print out, but I saved you a sheet that has the 4 techniques used for finding whether something is fake or real online. So this is here. Fact-checking tools. We're going to take a look at one of the images and look up using Bitly, and then we're also I'm gonna show you another way, and then we're also gonna take a look at this TinEye reverse image search. Works pretty good. Verify the source. We're not really like looking at news, so we don't really need to look at the source, but it does say it's easy to make fake pictures, fake websites, and fake social network profiles that look just as real and professional as anything out there. Sorry about that, the announcement came on, I just had to pause the video. So some different ideas here, so you can read through this. This will all be covered in that interactive lesson that you're going to do. So let's go back up to the top. And let's take a look. Okay, I've already tried to do this video twice, but noticed that there was some swearing when I went to the one fact-checking site. It just opens up a subreddit that has some swearing in it. I don't know if you're familiar with Reddit or not, but it is called the front page of the internet, and it's also like a pretty good thing. There's a lot of fake stuff that gets disproved on there. People try and post things, and then it gets shut down pretty quick. So anyways, we see like a turtle, and right away you can see, I didn't notice it at first, but it's got the words G-O-D, God. Cool. Well, let's come to, if you right click on your mouse or your touchpad, you can get the image address. So we copied the image address, and now we're going to check out this Bitly fact search. So you can't see what I'm typing, but I'm typing that in my search bar right now, and I'm going to copy or paste. I've pasted the image URL that I got from here. Copy image address. I already did that, and I put it in here. Let's see what we get. Okay, no results. I figured that was going to happen. That's okay. Now, let's look at a different method. We can check out Snopes.com. So in the top, you can't see, but I'm typing in Snopes. Let's see. No, nothing here. Okay, well, we know that the turtle has the word God in it. So let's just try this. God turtle. May 15th, 2019. Is this photograph of the so-called God turtle real? Let's check it out, see what this article says. While instances of, I don't know if I say that word, may be open to interpretation, the authenticity of this photo is not. So it's true. A photograph shows markings on a turtle's shell that resemble the word God. They don't have a picture of that turtle for whatever reason on here, but apparently, oh, there it is. Apparently this is true. And clever caption. Hey, look, the artist signed his name. Okay, well, so we know that it's true, but let's pop up, say. Let's try that tin eye and see what happens. Tin eye reverse image search. Paste the image URL, which we still have. Cool. So there's a few things here. I'm just going to make the screen big because there's like a bunch of swear words there. Okay, well here's a Twitter thing. Let's see. The word God appears on turtle shell fact-checking site determines it's real. Cool. Literally the same image. Let's close. Check out this one. I don't even know what this is. Okay. The rabbit hole of the internet. Same one. So it appears to be true from here. Now I'm gonna show you one more way that you can look for this image. So if you right click again and you go search Google for image. Let's click that. See what happens. Possible related search, nature signs of God. We got nature signs and knowledge of God. And we look at theistic. Okay. Okay, so here's some pages that include matching images. Verified. Checkforspam.com. Okay, turtle with the word God making on its shell. Is real. No doubt nature is very beautiful. The word God appears on a turtle shell. Fact-checking site determines it's real. Pictures and photos from around the world. Funny animals become nature. Okay, so we've checked this 3 different ways and concluded that this is in fact real. So what I want you to do is to go through. We've done question 3 together up here. So I want you to do 1 and 2, and then 4 to 7. Is there 7 questions? I don't know how many there is. Just don't do 3 because we've already done that together. I want you to go through each image, employ some of the methods that I showed you or that you learned in that interactive lesson. I'm going to make a chart so that you can, question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however many are there, and you can put real or not real. And then in the far right column, you can put the technique that you used to fact check and to see if that image is real. So, I'm also going to be handing this out to you. And this is just a condensed version of that interactive lesson that you went through. And this is going to give you the 4 tips for fact-checking. Break the fake. So tip sheet number 1 is use fact-checking tools. These are all tools here. We didn't try this one though. We could try that. Eagle attacks drone hoax. Let's do that. Let's do the God turtle hoax and see what happens. So I'm typing, oh, there we go. God turtle hoax. Oh, spelled hoax wrong. That's good. Still spelled hoax wrong. So here's Snopes. This is the photograph of the so-called God turtle real. Another one from Snopes. Fact or fiction. Picture shows God turtle. So you can see there's a bunch of things that pop up by typing in the word hoax, or let's try fake. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff here. This turtle shell has God written on it. So you can see that way works as well. Coming down, tip sheet number 2, find the source. So what is the source? The easiest way to find the source is to follow links that will lead you to the original story in social media like Facebook or Twitter. This is where a lot of misinformation is spread, is through social media sites like Facebook. So this person, Jade, posted this, and it was originally posted on MSN.com. So you can click on that and see where it brings you. It'll bring you to this MSN.com, and then it might say something like the Associated Press has determined that, so then you would click on Associated Press, trying to find the original article. Sorry about that, someone had come into my office. You can also use a search engine like Google or DuckDuckGo, see if we can find any information about where the original story came from, and do a search like this. So we know it came from cspan.org, Mike Lee, Velociraptors, and Seahorse Farts. Okay. Tin Eye, reverse image search. Tip 3 is to verify the source. Whether you're looking at a website, photo, video, or news story, what really matters is whether or not the people who originally created it are trustworthy. Even if it has been shared with you by someone you trust, like a friend or family member, you can't know if they check the facts, so it's up to you. Facebook actually has like a really good tool in right now. It's been reported, especially since coronavirus, but they have like their own fact checker thing in place that if someone shares something that isn't true, there's a huge bar at the bottom that shows up that this has been verified to be misinformation or not true, which is like pretty awesome. So people that are just randomly sharing stuff constantly on social media sites are now not being held accountable, but there's people out there fact checking, and it's, so it's, if someone sees that on the bottom of a post that says this information is shown to be not true, well, you're not going to share untrue information. And if you do share it, that banner at the bottom that says this information has been found to be untrue is still going to be there. So the spread of misinformation is not going to continue with that particular post or story or whatever. So verify the source. Ask these 3 questions. Does the source really exist? Who they say they are? It's easy to pretend to be someone else online, so once you know the source really exists, you need to find out what you're looking at really came from them. And are they trustworthy? They'll go over this in a lot more detail in the interactive lesson that you've already watched. Tip sheet 4, check other sources. This step may sometimes be the last one you do, but it could also be the first. The news tab is better than the main Google search for this step because it only shows real news sources. So that's right in, when you search something in Google and you click on images, I highly doubt most of you have clicked on this news tab. So if you click on the news tab, it's only going to show real news sources. While not every source that's included is perfectly reliable, they are all news outlets that really exist. Here's an example of how it works. Okay, Pakistan politician cat filter. Canadian police embarrassed after cat filter used on Facebook video. Last month, the cat filter was also used during a Pakistani politician's press conference. So by taking this step, you can be sure to get the whole story. I'm almost out of time here. And that's about it. So go through all of those pictures from this Break the Fake quiz, and I'll make that chart for you so that you can outline whether or not the images are true or fake, or real or fake. I hope you enjoy this lesson on breaking the fake.